Alright, so this is our price guide update. Lately I've been working on this in the streams. It's crazy hard parkour, but it's very doable. It just has a technique. So, as always, these are my donation machines. If you want to donate some coins, that's fine. Please be sure to like and subscribe. If you already think you are, please check anyway, because YouTube has been unsubscribing people yet again. I don't understand it. And I know it's YouTube. Don't think for a second that that it's just people unsubscribing randomly. Some of them maybe, and I understand that, but there's definitely some that YouTube is unsubscribing, and I know that for sure because I've had people come tell me that they subscribed one day and the next day they checked and they weren't, and they were really confused and worried that their account was hacked or something. Anyway, so yeah, please check, and we'll just get on with the price guide, I guess. I've got a lot of stuff to restock, but yeah, and not all these prices are super accurate. I'm not saying these are accurate. This is a guide. This is not meant to be what you go with. Like, you should make your own decisions, is what I'm trying to say. You shouldn't just follow what I say, but I'm trying to get good starting prices for you guys. So 17,500 on a bind vending machines for that. That's actually pretty good. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Buying Ruby stamps for 3.5 million. That is ridiculously fast. 5.7 is like the maximum you want to put it. I'd say 5.5 is probably where it should be. Buying chili peppers for 1,000, selling for 7,500. That's only because I have them for my obby. Normally I'd recommend a lot lower, but don't worry about that. Spirit Seeds, buying them for 100k and selling for 175. Red Bronze, I'm buying it for 25k, which actually makes a cheaper tier 2 than if you were to buy them for 17.5, and people love selling it to me for 25k. So if you want some for tier 2s, just buy it for 25k each. Trust me, it is. I've done the math. I'm buying Red Bronze Refinery for 750, and I'm buying Treasure Chest for 100k. 100k works very well for Treasure Chests. Red Bronze Refineries is a little bit slow. I'd recommend more like 800 or 850k, but you'd have to work out a good sell to players price before I'd recommend experimenting with that. Watermelon Seeds, I'm buying them for 225, which actually does really well at the moment for the market, of course, and I'm selling for 350k, which does fairly well considering how many people come through my shop. It could definitely do better. There's always room for improvement on that, but it does work. 1,950 and 1,000 for berry seeds. It does work for me, although you're gonna have to work on your own prices. It's just the people that come through my shop. That's what works for my audience. So figure out for your own. 40,000 and 25,000 for starfruit seeds works okay, pretty good. 20 and 40 for wheat, same as always. Radish seeds, I'm buying it for 20k, which does okay. It's not super fast, but it does work. And I'm selling it for 35k, which does fairly well. You could probably get away with 37,500, depending on how big your audience is on islands. Pumpkin seeds, I'm buying them for 15,750, and I'm selling them for 32,500. I would definitely recommend bringing up the buying from players price a little bit so that you can get more coming through your system, and they will sell really fast for 32,500. So maybe increase it to 35k. That would probably be better. Gold, I'm buying it for 600, and that is because of all the red bronze craze going on right now. So it's very popular, and it is worth that for sure. And I'm selling it out to people for 1,000 coins, which just disappears. 350 and 800 for electrolyte, 250 and 1,000 for spirit crystals. These are slower. I'd recommend increasing the buying from player prices. Aquamarine shards, I'm buying them for 350. That does very well. I would not recommend changing that price very much. Just make sure if you want them that you put them close to the spawn, and people will often sell them to you. Crystallized iron, buying it from players works very well for 10,000 coins, and selling it to players for 20,000 coins is a little bit slow, but it does definitely work. I'd recommend more like 9,500 or 10k. The thing with having 10k is it has an extra digit over 9,500, and people tend to like that better. So I'd say 10,000 and possibly 18,000 or 18,500 would probably work best. Crystallized gold, I'm trying to buy for 12k and sell it for 20k. Selling it for 20k is very fast, although 12k is not Enchanted Diamonds, buying them for 400k is a bad idea apparently. That does incredibly well. I would not recommend doing that. I don't know why I had it like that. I think I accidentally did that a while ago, which is fine. That happens. I'll just set it to 350k. We'll work with that. 650 does work. It's just very slow, so that would be the absolute highest you should sell it for. I'm going to try 625. I'd probably recommend about 600k, and 400k might work, but I would recommend starting with about 350. Buying rubies from players, I can do it for 275k really, really well, and selling it to players for 390k works very well as well with my larger audience. If you have a smaller audience, you might want to adjust those prices a little bit lower, but it should work pretty good regardless. Diamonds, I'm buying them from players for 8,000 and selling them for the 9,500. Wait a minute. I'd recommend more like 7,500 and 10,000. I was losing money there. Okay then. Yep, that happens occasionally when I forget to change one price or it lags too much. It was probably lag that time. I am buying from players pink sticky ears for 200k. And I'm selling for 307k for whatever reason. I'd recommend 300k. It does very well, and if you have tier 2 vending machines, great profits. I gotta be honest, it's pretty good. I'm sure it'd be fine with normal vending machines too, but it works very well with tier 2s. People love it seems like it's a really good deal. Like when people look at it, they think, oh, it's a really good deal, and they often will buy it. Buying blue ears for 4,500, I'd recommend trying 3,500 or 4,000. It's not really worth that much. Blue sticky ears selling it for 6,500, probably more like 5,500. Yeah. Green stickies 500 and 1,750 works very well. Brown frogs 20k. All these prices aren't really like, this is a very bad market. All these things over here. Propellers, I'm buying it for 265 and I'm selling it for 360, and that works incredibly well. I'd recommend increasing both prices. Pearls 2,000 and 7,500. It does reasonably well. All these you can pause now if you want them, but they're not really worth any amount of time on them. They're not really going to be a reliable buy and sell for you guys. I mean, people will sell them to you, but nobody's really going to buy them from you. I've already gone over electrite. All the electrical items I haven't worked on a long time, so those are not up to date. Steel rods 6,000 and 10,000 works. I have a feeling I need to decrease the buying from players price. I'm going to start with 5,500. And conveyor belts, they're really expensive right now. For whatever reason, nobody's really making any, I guess. I don't know. So I definitely recommend selling them for quite a bit. I'd probably start with about 12,500 and buy them for 7k approximately. Food processors, buying them for 50k and selling them for 90k. That is slow. I'd recommend 50k and 80k to start. Steel mills, 60k and 90k is low, but it is reasonable. 85k would probably get you a lot more buys. Industrial smelters for 750k and 1.1 seems to work fairly well. Obviously, I'm getting a little bit more than I'm not selling as many as I'm buying, but that is okay. I would probably recommend changing it to 725 or 700k and about 1 million or so. I'm gonna do 105 because that looks good. Just always check your taxes. Okay, so that would be good. Medium chest, I'm buying it for 225 and selling it for 35k, like 22,500. Yeah. And selling them for 35k. That works fairly well, but I'm not getting a lot of sells. 35k and 45k. 45k works too well. I'd recommend more like 50k and 37,500 or so. Gearbox, I'm buying them for 400k and I am selling them for 800k. 800k is really fast, so I'm going to try 900k, and probably more like 450 to 500 is what you want to buy them from players. 100,000 and 185,000 for drills works fairly well. Wood, 200 and 500. Pine wood, I can't do any of these because I haven't checked those in a while. I'm too busy with everything else. If you need any neon prices, these are approximates. Anything that you see has some stock in the buy machine means that the prices are actually pretty accurate. All the ones without anything in them, either they got bought out or the prices are inaccurate. That is all of them. All the ones that you saw buys on means that the buys and the sells are fairly accurate, and I would recommend them as starting points. Yellow, white, and I forget the other one. I would not recommend using those prices. All these prices over here are all experimental. I have not been spending enough time on them yet, and I really need to work on this because all these prices are way too low, so I'm not making a ton of profit over here. But I am making profit considering I have good margins. The only problem is I am not being careful enough. I could make more money if I was careful over here. I think I sold a bunch of trophies. That's unfortunate. Oh well, I will get them back soon enough, don't worry. And that is it for this price guide. I hope this helped. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Discord server linked in the description. Good luck on my hobby if you choose to try it, if I'm live or published. Code is 96LHS when I am. Also, the hobby that's over here, requires you to have chili peppers, so that's why there's this where you can buy them up here. This is often stocked, but every now and then I need to restock it, so keep that in mind. Yeah, and it's normally got stock. Why am I like stuck in this shift lock? There we go. But yeah, it's a pretty fun hobby. It gets pretty hard at the end. I'm gonna just attempt it right now. It does definitely require a bunch of skill. And I added those 2 blocks over there that you guys see. Those 2 blocks to make it easier for some people because a lot of people couldn't make that jump, which is fine. I'll probably remove them when I add a finish flag so that people can actually compete on this one, because I want this to be the competition one where you guys can compete for time and stuff. And I might have rewards, but that would just become a big mess, honestly, and there's hackers and stuff. Yeah, so it's pretty fun. It's not easy. Trust me, if I make it look easy-ish or reasonable, it is neither of those things. And also, make sure you don't run out of chili pepper speed, because if you do, you're kind of screwed. Like, mid-jump, it's happened to me so many times where I just run out of chili pepper speed. So always make sure that you're using your chili peppers, or else you'll run out of speed and you might die. Or lose, at least. You can't die in this yet. I might add lava if I get some, but I don't have any yet, and I'm not worried about that. I just can't do this, apparently. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now here's the part that not many people understand yet. You use the cannon to get up here, but nobody's really seen this yet. Only a few people at the end of the last stream. There we go. That's all it is. I mean, I know it looks easy, but trust me, it's not. So good luck if you want to attempt it. I know all the jumps are possible. This has been proof. It is. I gotta be honest. It is quite a bit of fun. It's just so different. I might need to make this jump harder. Let's do that. And then I need to check if it's possible, of course, because I don't want to leave jumps that aren't possible around for you guys. I wouldn't do that, okay? Understand that I wouldn't do that, okay? Good. Yeah. I don't know if that's going to be possible, which is annoying because I can't really fix it if it's not possible. Or not, at least not as easily. I might need to add like one more block at the end of it, which is not the end of the world. Yeah, I'm going to need to add one more block to it. Anyway, see you guys in the next video.